You ready? Good evening, everybody, the audience. Thank you for joining us to our Community Services Commission of January 17th. We're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. If we can start with roll call, Secretary, please.
Commissioner Arcega.
Here.
Commissioner Scarborough-Echo. Commissioner Phillips Martinez.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Ordian.
Here.
Chairperson Barraza.
Present. And to make a note, is Commissioner Scarborough-Echo via Zoom connected already? If not, she'll be joining us. I believe that just needs to be on the record whenever she does join us. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and move on. Item number 2, Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to go ahead and have our newest Commissioner Arcega lead us. Come in.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All righty. Item number 3, Commissioner comments. I'm going to go ahead and start with my right. Commissioner Philip Martinez, any comments?
It's good to be back and be here with everyone, and looking forward to the new year of events and exciting things going on in Indio. The downtown area, there's a lot of activity going on construction wise, and I know we're getting a park update tonight. I have noticed that the second Saturdays, as it's very near the Indio Performing Arts Center, is something that people are really enjoying. Even with the rain last Saturday night, everyone was out and having a good time. So I hope that our citizens and residents will come down and take advantage of those events.
Thank you for your comments. Vice Chairperson Ordian.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 2023. I'm excited with all the changes going on in our city, and just makes you feel proud. You're part of the season of the Indio. So it's we have a lot to accomplish moving forward, and looking forward to do our part as a commission to make things better here. So welcome to 2023.
And I'm going to go ahead and do my comments next so that I can give you the welcome. So we have Commissioner Nicole Arcega joining us. She was appointed for this year. She'll be with us 2 years. And then if she wishes to be reappointed, she can seek that. Why don't you take a few minutes to tell us a little bit about you, and welcome again to our commission.
Thank you for the welcome. Hello, my name is Nicole Arcega, a longtime resident of Indio. I'm a mother of 2 and County of Riverside employee. I'm very excited to serve on this commission and look forward to being a part of the team. And as a longtime resident, I'm very excited to see a lot of the development and events that are taking place in the city of Indio. They're wonderful events for everybody of all age, people of all ages. It's not just geared to a certain demographic. So it's exciting to see a lot of things that families can do on a Saturday or a Sunday, like the certified farmers markets. So it's really exciting to see, and I look forward to serving.
Thank you. And thank you for choosing this commission. You'll have fun.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's go ahead and move on to still no Commissioner Scarborough-Echo.
She said she can't get it to work, so she's watching live on Facebook.
Okay.
So we can wave to her and say about it.
Hi. We'll have her join our next meeting. All right. For public comments, any public comment?
No, none.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 5.1, minutes of our November 15, 2022 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second the motion.
We have a first, a second. Can we have roll call?
Commissioner Arcega.
Aye.
Commissioner Phillips Martinez.
Aye.
Vice Chairperson Ordian.
Aye.
Chairperson Barraza.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 6, rotation of chairperson. we are going to go ahead and what we do is the rotation. There's some sort of system. So you'll eventually get to be chairperson as well. And then we still you have to wait in line. Just kidding. No, but at this moment, I'm going to go ahead and pass on the gavel to Vice Chairperson Ordian. And so with that, I want to say thank you for allowing me to serve as your chair. It was an exciting year. I believe that we were able to accomplish or be able to move forward within our commission. And so with that said, thank you again. And here you go. You may take over the meeting.
Thank you. Well, just want to, it's my honor to serve this commission. And now this year, I'm going to be a chairperson. It's mean there's more things to do, so responsibility. But, we have a great team here. And I'm sure it's with a great team, we're going to accomplish a lot here. So I'm really proud to be part of this great team. Moving forward, so we have a presentation today. And I'm going to ask Mike Edgar, our Park and Landscape Supervisor, if you can please come to the podium and give us an update on park.
Good evening, Chairperson and Commissioners. I'm Mike Edgar, the Parks and Landscape Supervisor. I used to be Inspector. First, I wanted to start off, I don't have a picture of it. It's not part of the program, but the living room park that's going to go downtown, that's going to have the stage and dance area and entry plazas and all that. We went out to bid. Three Peaks was the low bidder, and we're in the process of getting the contract executed. And tomorrow I'll probably issue the notice to proceed. So they're going to start ordering materials, and we'll see what their schedule is, but that should start soon. So council gave us some money this year to kind of catch up on some deferred maintenance within our parks. So what I wanted to do tonight is kind of go through what we're planning and what we've gotten done. So in the presentation, the little photos, those are the photos of before, and then the larger photos are the after, when we've gotten something done. So like at Miles Avenue Park on the left side, we had a chimney climber that broke and we had to replace it. So you can see in the small photo, we removed the chimney climber and blocked off the platform to make it safe. Then the large photo, you can see the new chimney climber is there and the Playtoy is back in use. And the picnic area, we had to replace the shade sail. We've had graffiti and somebody tried to burn some of the bubble panels in our Playtoys. We had 2 of those and we got those replaced. The furniture in all of the parks, it's metal with a vinyl coating, and in the desert sun and heat, they're about 10 years old, so the vinyl is deteriorating. So what we're planning on doing is replacing them with concrete furniture, and we've got a rendering of the furniture showing this new city logos going in it. It's going to be really nice, and the concrete will not break down in the sun. At the annex area where we've got the sport lights, we're in the process right now. We've replaced the main line. We've had to make it bigger, and we're putting new valves in. We're going to install a pump. It's been ordered. And we're also putting in new controllers that are weather-based so that we can make sure that we don't use too much water, but yet we can keep the grass green. At North Jackson Park, we had a pyramid shade that had deteriorated, and you can see that it's been replaced. And you can see at the dugouts, we had some vandalism. And so you can see to the right of that, at the new shade sail, which is beautiful again. And then we also had wind kind of destroy some of the picnic shades. So those got replaced. And then again, showing some of the old furniture that's going to get replaced with the new concrete furniture. In the play area, we, annually have to replace play chips to make sure that there's enough cushion for the kids when they fall. So we got that done. North Jackson Park, you can see that the tennis court, the surfacing is failing. So we're going to council tomorrow to get approval for renovating that tennis court. And then Yucca Park, again, the furniture that's going to be replaced. South Jackson Park, we replaced the rubber fall surface. And in the small photo, you can see the old surface there, taking it out. And then the picnic area shade, that's new. We also at South Jackson Park, we replaced the Clatter Bridge. Somebody had gotten on it and jumped on it and destroyed it. So that's replaced and new. And we've ordered the bug panel. So that'll get replaced. Some more old furniture that's going to get replaced. And at the soccer park, showing furniture that's going to get replaced. And then at the picnic area, we've got shades over some of the picnic tables, and the last storm kind of destroyed the fabric. So I've got the fabric on order. And then at Davis Field, in the small picture, you can see at the dugouts, we were missing the shade sails, so we now have them back. And then the stadium seating, that's going to get replaced. That's going to be part of South Jackson, Davis Field, and the soccer park. There's going to be some ADA improvements coming up. And we've got the low bidder Urban Habitat, and we're in the process of getting the contract together on that. But some things will be replaced with that project also. And then we're in the process of, council's already given approval, but Davis Field didn't have any shade at the dugouts or the spectator area. So once we get the contract executed, then we'll start that project. And then some more furniture that's going to get replaced. And then we're going to be working on replacing some of the fencing at the dugouts. You can see that it's gotten damaged over the years and needs to be replaced. At Patton Park, you can see that the rubber surfacing at the play toy was failing. So that has been replaced now. And we also added the wood chips again, so that we've got the fall surface we need. We've replaced the chimney climber, and we replaced some other climbers, corner climbers and the conical climber. So the play toy is all up to specifications again there. And we're going to be replacing furniture there also. Dominguez Park, at the swings, the rubber surfacing is failing. The contractor there is there now, and they're going to be replacing that rubber surface. Let's see. And then the play toy, we had that old net climber there, and council gave approval for replacing it. And so the blue poles, the dark blue poles, that's the new section. And then the bridge going to the new section, that's replacing the old net climber. You can see that they've started replacing the rubber surfacing. So what they've got there is the black cushion section, and then the color wear layer will go on next. So we figure a couple more weeks and we should have that play toy open again. And then the shade sail over the picnic area failed, and that has been replaced. And then at Cahuilla Park, more of the furniture that will be replaced. Carry-on Park, more furniture to replace. And this is the shade sail over the sand play. You can see in the small one that there's holes in the old shade sail. We've got the new one up now. And then we're going to replace the climber there too. It's one of the old net climbers. And we're getting the contract together for that. And so hopefully we'll start soon. And they'll replace the rubber surfacing on that too, because they will destroy it, getting rid of the old net climber. And Dr. Carry-on Park, what we did there is the homeless were getting into the valve boxes and opening the valves, and then by morning time, the park would be flooded. So what we did is we put in a master valve. So there's no water pressure in the lines unless it's irrigating. So if they open it up, when it's not irrigating, there's no water. And then even if they do open it while it's irrigating, the master valve, once we have the flow sensor active, will shut the system down. And then we added more wood chips to the play areas so that they have the full fall surface. And Jorth Park, showing more furniture that needs replacing. And we also added the wood chips there at the play area. Burr Park, we ordered this shade sails for the play toy in April, but they're having some supplier issues. They redesigned the metal arms that hold the shade sails. And so they're trying to get those manufactured as well as the shades. And we're hoping they're going to ship the first week in February, and maybe second week we get it. We already have a contractor lined up to do the replacement. So as soon as we get it, we'll get them busy. And then Burr Park, the photo on the far left, we had some nice windstorms this spring. So we had all the blow sand. We had sand drifts throughout the park. So XL did a great job. You can see that they removed all of the drifts. And in the process, they kind of destroyed the plant material and the irrigation system, which we expected. So they replaced the plants, the irrigation, so it's all replanted. And we've actually got what's called snow fencing on the windward side. We're trying to keep the sand from getting into the park. So hopefully that works for us. Shields Park, some more furniture that we're going to replace. And then we're going to, I've gotten the price, and we've ordered the shade to go over the picnic area because it's kind of out in the full sun. So this will make it more usable. Doggett Plaza, some more furniture to replace. And the Station 87 Dog Park. The furniture that we've got there, it was made of recycled materials, but it's not lasting. It's starting to deteriorate. So we're going to replace that furniture also with some concrete furniture that's going to last. And so this is the park furniture inventory. This is all of the furniture listed that we're going to be replacing. So it's a huge order. I got council approval other than Station 87 and Patton Park. It was about $329,000. So here's a rendering of the bench that we're going to be using. We're going to have the city logo in it, and then you can see a sample of what they do. It looks really nice. So that'll be a nice addition to our park. And then the cell service for our weather-controlled controllers, it's version 3, and it's been discontinued. So what we've done is we've gone to a radio communication controllers. So that'll save us from future upgrade costs. And we also don't have to pay an annual fee, the cell fee. So it'll save the city money eventually, plus save us water. And so we're figuring the total of the improvements that we've done and that we need to do yet will be about $1,700,000. Council gave us about $2 million. So we've got a little bit more to do, but we're doing our best to spend the money and make the needed improvements. And are there any questions?
Well, thank you very much. It was really informative. I'm going to ask Martinez.
It seems like shade sales are one of the largest projects maintaining, correct, here in the Desert Sun.
Yes.
Is there a program? It's great that these are all being replaced. Is there a maintenance schedule on them or something that can be done to defer having to replace so many at once, or can they be replaced on a rotating basis?
They should be replaced as they fail.
Okay.
And we, in the past, have not done that. And also, a lot of the shade sails, one company that I'm using, they're putting reinforcing over all of the rafters. And that's generally where it wears and fails. So I'm hoping that we'll get more life out of the new sails also.
And if one fails, will there be money available in the budgets to be able to replace it right away? Or is that something that would be
Yes.
deferred?
No, if we replace them as they fail, then it's not such a
Right.
big expense. Yeah.
Good to hear. And the new furniture sounds exciting.
Yeah, the new furniture, it's concrete, it's going to last. We should probably start getting it in another 2 months. And once we have that, I don't see that we'll need to replace. If it's vandalized, then we replace as needed, but the big expense will be done.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the update.
Okay. Commissioner Barraza?
I don't have any questions at the moment. Thank you.
Commissioner, what your last name? Garcia.
Beautiful updates. I have 2 little ones, so they're very much appreciated. We spend a lot of time at the park. You mentioned that the new furniture going to be made out of concrete, and I know you said they would be replaced as needed. If they are vandalized, is it something that can easily be cleaned, or does it require?
Yes, they're easy to clean.
Okay.
And graffiti, if it happens, we can easily paint over it. So they should be easy to maintain and they will last.
Perfect. Thank you for.
Mike, I have 2 actually questions. One is it's really great. I mean, congratulations. It looks good. My question is, we have each park or the parks have a longevity, right? And let's say 5 years, 3 years, or 7 years, we have to always improve that. So with the new technologies or something new, can we extend that longevity instead of, like, for example, call the body's bench? Probably much better than have a metal ones with painted. Or what about the shades? Maybe we can use something different. We can have longevity increase and then have actually have a lower budget for future to do that.
The shades have been lasting about 10 years. So they're doing pretty good in the desert. And then with the new ones, I'm getting them reinforced. So I'm hoping they last longer.
Thank you. And my second question, what we as a commission can do to help you and support you?
Well, we have a lot of people that use the parks, and they're very good at letting us know when something is not right. And if you happen to be in a park and see something that's not right, send me an email and we will get on the problem right away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Moving forward, item number 8, department updates. I'm going to ask Vice Chairperson Philip Martinez. Any comments?
Yes, it's been a busy few months over at the Indio Performing Arts Center. They just performed White Christmas during the month of December, Irving Berlin's White Christmas. They also did a special performance for the USO, which was great. We had quite a few people take advantage of that. We invited the USO and any veterans to come down and watch the show. So that turned out very well. We also did a food drive, Desert Theater Works did, and a toy drive during the holiday season that was very successful, that benefited some of our local charities such as Coachella Valley Rescue Mission. As far as what's programming over there right now, they have Nonsense Amen running, which runs through February 5th. Then they do Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap, February 10th to March 5th, and Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett, March 10th to April 2nd. So those are the shows that are happening on site at the Indio Performing Arts Center. We also have extended learning opportunities programs, ELOPs, that are happening throughout the Desert Sands Unified District. So right now, Desert Theater Works has, I think, 6 sites, school sites, that they're doing extended learning programs in theater and movement and music in the afternoons. And then we will have a spring break camp that DSUSD students K through grade 8, if you're going into grade 8, can attend. And that's covered by the DSUSD district. So that's a great way to take advantage of some theater training and some fun activities during the break time. And that's all done through the district if you're a member of the district. There will also be a summer camp this year as well. They'll be 2 weeks long. There'll be 3 different tracks. We're accepting 450 students this summer. So there'll be a lot of opportunity for local kids to come out and enjoy some acting and singing and dancing and those kind of things at the Performing Arts Center. So we've got a lot going on. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Commissioner. I have a question. It's a lot of good information, and it's really important to bring the culture and art into the community. Maybe we need to have something like emailing list or something, so more people can be aware of what's going on, or maybe we can provide the information. Or can you tell us?
Desert Theater Works has their own mailing list that they mail to about 27,000 contacts weekly. Also on their Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, they keep up to date on all of the programming that's happening over there. I know we work with the City of Indio Communication Department to make sure that we're in the monthly newsletter and those type of things. And we also reach out to the Teen Center and to the Senior Center to make sure they're aware. But yeah, anything that can be done to spread the word, to let the community know of what we have available here downtown Indio is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So Commissioner Barraza.
Thank you. Let me go ahead and talk about the events that I attended, or just a few past events since we last met. We had the tree lighting in December to kind of kick off our holiday season. Well attended. We had students, other performances. So it's always nice to, especially for me, to be able to bring and see families, be able to see staff, community members enjoying our, celebrations. Additionally, that same weekend, or around that time, which was early in December, was the first week of December. I believe it was the 3rd and the 4th. I can't remember. That was last year. Just forgot already. And we had the Tamale Festival. I'm not sure if you were able to attend, commissioners, but it was great. I mean, we had it at Miles Park. It was just different. It had a different energy, but it was a very good, different energy. I like that it was, there's many things that I liked about the event, and I'm sure that in I don't know if it's our next meeting or the following, where we can have them go back and tell us a little bit about how it went down, and and we could discuss that a little bit further and be able to give our comments. So, but that was great. I was one of the judges this year again for the second time, and yes, I didn't want to see tamales for the rest of the month, so which wasn't a bad thing. And then just most recently, we had the second Saturday here downtown last Saturday with a Selena interpretation, or I don't know what you would call it. It was raining, it was cold, but everybody was there. A whole bunch of people were there and joining it. And so it's just exciting how knowing what our residents and community members want to enjoy, or what they like, they come out and enjoy the programming that the city's offering. For now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. We do have a few other events coming up, such as the Southwest Arts Festival and others, but I'm sure maybe Jim will give us more details on that. So I'll go ahead and leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And on my part, it's Parks and Open Spaces. I don't have anything to report today, but I'm sure by next month we'll have more to talk. So thank you. Next item would be Jim Curtis. If we can please give us an update.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to everyone. Real quick, I'll touch on what you were just going to talk about with parks and open spaces. We have a new tool on our website that anybody can go to our website and see the happenings and what's going on in the city, what new developments are coming up, what new restaurants are coming down the line, what new apartment complexes are being built, things like that. So I remember, Armin, for a couple months, you were asking about that space on Monroe. That's going to be, you can look and see what's going to happen there now. It's going to be some apartments that are going in there. In that space with some retail as well. So that really gives you a good idea of what's going on with open spaces and what's available and what's happening and how long it'll be to get those things built and in operation, things like that. So for everyone, it's on our city website, indio.org, and you go to development services, which is the department that handles all the permits and licenses for all those sort of things that's going on. So check that out. That's awesome. To piggyback on what Ron said with IPAC and Desert Theater Works, they do a great job on advertising. I saw them on Eye in the Desert with their show for Nonsense that's going on right now. They were on for White Christmas. So great advertising for IPAC, brings people downtown. Desert Theater Works, again, has done a great job since they've been in there for 5 years now, 6 years, crazy. But good stuff going on over there. So I know Kimberly touched on the past stuff, so I will just touch on a couple past stuff here in January. The first weekend was a Kennel Dog Show at Empire Polo Club. Really, really cool. I've been there before, but it's been a couple years since I actually attended and went. It's took a lot of video of a lot of dogs that are crazy. I mean, to see 40 Dalmatians in one spot getting judged and running around, it was like I want to put my fire hat on and be ready to go. But crazy how they do it. And if you've never gone, you should go. And I only went for about an hour, walked around 2 hours, something like that. But it's really cool to see how they judge and what they have to go through and all the grooming and all the ladies in their nice dresses and the guys in their suits running around with the dogs. It's pretty cool. So attend that for sure next year. Lacrosse Festival happened this past weekend. They had more teams than ever. They had 470 teams from across the country coming into Empire Polo Club here in Indio for lacrosse. That equates to about 15 to 20,000 people total. We did see some things that we've never seen before with people parking. They found a spot, or as soon as one person found one little corner, then 4 people, 6 people, 20 people all tried to crowd their cars into that lot, into that space, because they had lots for parking, but people found their own lots. So we got to really look into that for next year, but it really went well. It's really great to see the kids. If you haven't been to that, it is open to the public as well, but to see just thousands of kids in their helmets and uniforms and shoulder pads and things that they use, it's and all the parents watching, is really, really cool. This past weekend was also the FMCA rally, which is the Family Motor Coach Association. There were about 1,000 motor coaches at the fairgrounds. That's a lot of money in our fairground area right there with all those coaches, but they had a great time. They did have some rain on Saturday, but they're drinking wine no matter what the weather is. Second Saturdays are now mine. So they're now in community services. They started in economic development, who's had it for the past year since we started it. But this past Saturday was my second Saturday of taking it over. So that now falls into community services, as does the farmers market on Sunday mornings. That's now in the community services as well. So adding a couple of things to what I do just is where it should be. Events should be and where we do events. And I think it went well, as Commissioner Barraza said. Rain, we had some power issues, but overall it went really well. And the Selena Tribute Band was very popular. Farmers markets, they struggled this past Sunday because of the rain and cold. I know all I wanted to do was sit in my house by the fire, which sounds like a lot of other people did that same thing after getting wet Saturday night. But last Sunday they did really well. So we're trying to figure out kind of a happy medium, I guess it could be, on why it was really good, but it was kind of nice last Sunday. It was a little sunny, not too warm, which I'm hoping this weekend's supposed to be nice, sunny, and 60 plus. So hopefully the farmers market picks up for that. The fair is coming back. everybody should know that. It'll be the 17th through the 28th, I believe it is. That's Sunday. President's Day is that Monday, which will be the parade. We will be having a parade. The county's been putting that on. As you probably know, the fairgrounds are taken over by a company called Pickering Events, and they are putting the fair on along with all the other events they've had there. But the parade is going to be put on by the county. So the county will have their county parade going along with the fair. So that's a go. And that'll be President's Day Monday, starting at 9 a.m. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Many questions?
Jim, I know you mentioned the lacrosse parking situation. I know there's a soccer tournament coming up, isn't there, at Empire?
It's not a tournament. It's spring training for MLS soccer teams. There's 14, I believe, that are coming here. And out of the 18 days that they'll be here, 9 of those days will have public can come in and watch. So we've gone through with them on ticketing and how parking and things like that are going to work. They're going to be able, with the ticket sales right now, there's only really 2 days when the Galaxy plays and when the Los Angeles Football Club, LAFC, plays. That's when their tickets are sold kind of high. And high right now is nothing crazy for sure. But some of the other games, there's not a lot of places to people coming to them. So we will not have a parking problem, but we do have parking for them if the numbers get to be really high. We have a plan. It's kind of it's an AUX plan, we call it, or option B plan, which we didn't think we would need for lacrosse. And I still don't think we need for lacrosse because the big lot that's on 49 in Madison, we call lot 1 for Coachella and the Stagecoach, wasn't even half full. But people want to get closer and next to their fields, and some of the lots are farther away. So we just got to work with lacrosse folks, our traffic folks, and the parking folks to get that resolved, which I think we can.
Thank you, Jim. Any other questions? All right. If no questions, so I guess we're going to go to adjourn the meeting. The next one is going to be on February 21st. So thank you.
Oh, really? Sorry. One thing I did want to jump into is we don't have a department update for Nicole yet. So the one we're missing is the teen and senior centers. So if you all are in agreement that she takes that over, or if you want to switch up the departments, however you guys want to do, it's up to you.
Would you like to take over the department?
Yes.
Yeah, easy. Congratulations.
Thank you again.
Okay, so no more items. Then we're going to adjourn and we'll see you in February. Thank you.